Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to Spitfire Gaming. It has been a bit of a while since I've done this, and there is some reasons to that. I mean, coming to the Real Blue section, and three games. We're going to cover three games here. We're going to have to cover the Chelsea... we're going to cover the Chelsea vs Southampton game, the Everton vs Chelsea game, and then the last game, which is Chelsea vs Middlesbrough. Now, prior to this, 5 games left of the season. And at this stage, we were something like 4 points clear with 5 games to go. Tottenham still always catching up, always getting in there. And prior to this, we are pretty scared, you know. Now, the first game was against Southampton. Now, funnily enough, the last time we won 4-2 against Southampton was actually in 2004, which was the year that Harry Redknapp took charge of Southampton. And in fact, they scored the fastest goal against us that season. And do you know who scored it? James Beattie? Was it James Beattie or Craig Beattie? It was one of the two. He was playing for Southampton, then went to Everton. It was okay for a bit, then was shit after, and I've never really heard him after that. But basically, that was that. Now, it was the usual lineup that we've been playing kind of all year long. And this game was a fantastic game. 4-2 it finished. And for the first goal, Costa runs down the wing, holds up the ball. One thing that Costa's very good at, he's a big striker. He's very good at holding the ball up for other players. Holds the ball up on not really down the wing. Like it was just on the inside of the 18-yard box. Passes it, pulls it back to Hazard. First time shot, opposite corner to Hazard was running for the far post, and that was it. After 5 minutes, 1-0. But later in the game, corner, from a corner, Gabbiadini passed it across goal, which crashed clear all the Chelsea defenders. That was something that was probably not that Conte probably wasn't very about that. Across all the goal, no one got to it, which fell to Romeu, a former Chelsea player, a former Chelsea kind of flop. He's been the Barcelona youth system. And the thing is whenever you are in the Barcelona youth system, everyone assumes you're good, which isn't always been the case. I mean, there have been players like Isaac Cuenca, Bojan. You know, there have been quite a few players that actually haven't really made the grade. Jeffren is probably a massive example of that. So yeah. But open goal, 1-1, pulls it back. It didn't celebrate. It's personally I would have celebrated because he gave fuck all chances for us. He didn't really play many games for Chelsea, so. But later, this is just before half time. Kante crossed it in from deep. Alonso heads it on to Gary Cahill. Dacos went for a bicycle kick, missed ball completely, but Gary Cahill got the header in first, and there was 2-1 at half time. So we went in as leaders. Then 3-1 was from a Fabregas cross, so Costa's header, which went into the corner of the goal. 4-1 with another Costa goal as he runs. Like the thing is, Costa's deceptively quick. Actually, he's a big guy, but he's actually pretty. He's got some decent pace on him. And he went past 3 players of Southampton and slots it in the near post, make it 4-1. We thought that was kind of it, but in the 95th minute, the cross is in to Bertrand, who manages to get a nice header into the back of the net, and that is 4-2. Now the next game was Chelsea against Everton at shit. It was Everton. I forgot what that stadium was called. But yeah, I've got a lot to remember here, so you don't hate me for it. But yeah, basically coming into this match, Everton were my team that I would have thought we would have lost to. Everyone I'm talking about today, Everton were the one we were going to lose to. We managed to lose them last season spectacularly. We lost them was it 3-1 or something like that. So I was very sceptical. Were we going to win? I said myself, I'll take a draw against Everton personally. But in the early stages of the game, it was kind of even. A little bit more onto Everton's side, I think. Calvin Lewin, a brilliant youngster, managed to have a shot near post, hit the post, hit off back of Courtois, but didn't go in the back of the net. something that has been a recurring theme is Chelsea having quite lucky when it comes to off the post, off the crossbar shots. They don't seem to come in, they don't seem to go back of the net, so lucky for us. But yeah, I mean, in the half time, it was kind of a dead half. The second half, though, was much more interesting as Matic fades the ball into Pedro. Pedro takes a touch to his right, to the Cruyff turn, runs back in and smashes it into top left bins, or goalkeeper's top right. Fantastic finish from that 25 yards out. Go and watch it if you haven't. I'm guessing you have. It's like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. So go and watch it if you haven't. It's a fantastic finish. Then now the second goal was from a free kick. Hazard got fouled. I think it was Hazard got fouled on the left-hand side. He crosses it in. Stekelenburg, who used to be a fantastic keeper back in the day, I remember. He's playing the Italian league, I think it was. Saves the free kick, but it comes off Cahill from the rebound, and it's 2-0. And the last goal was that Costa kind of runs down the wing, passes it to Fabregas, who sort of like overlaps from Costa, who plays it back to Willian, who has an open goal and taps it in to make it 3-0. A very sort of sweaty goal in the FIFA terms. But yeah, 3-0 was the end result. And for the last game, which was against Middlesbrough. Now, this game was one of the biggest games because prior to this, Tottenham managed to lose 1-0 to West Ham. Also prior to this was the fact that Middlesbrough needed to get a point to make sure that they could survive in the Premier League. Now, from the moment the game started, though, it was quite sad, as Middlesbrough don't have much attacking options, and in the end, it was a one-sided battle. There's a lovely pressure at the beginning of the match as Hazard passes back to Fabregas, who takes a shot from like 25-30 yards out and hits it just wide. But the first goal comes from Fabregas again. Now, also in this match, Kante wasn't playing. It was Matic and Fabregas in the midfield, which was what we played last season, which didn't work out because they were both those two centre mids are not the most energetic. Fabregas and Matic don't have, not stamina-wise, I mean running ability. They're both, Fabregas can't run much, and Matic can't run much, and he's very big. So it's one of the reasons why we bought Kante in, is because of the fact he's small, nimble, he can kind of get in. It was like back in the day when we had Makaleli, he was like all over the place. But another Fabregas assist is placed to Costa, who side foots it into the back of the net. Good finish. And then Alonso, again, managed to beat Guzan kind of between his legs. There's a bit of an impact. I mean, Guzan used to be a fantastic keeper, actually. I just don't rate him so much anymore, and it is a real shame. But ever since Aston Villa went down, I think Guzan. I mean, bear in mind he's also played less games. I think he's his second choice goalkeeper to Victor Valdez. So obviously he doesn't get many games, which is a real shame. I think that he is still an okay keeper. I think he is still a keeper that he's one of those kind of low table keepers, though. That is the problem with him. To be fair, Alonso did a really good job of managing to volley it between his legs. And the last goal, funny enough, was from Matic. Now, it wasn't a goal like Wembley, but he managed to kick it. It was another Fabregas assist. Brilliant, actually, outside the foot pass, threaded over the top to Matic to a nice touch, shot with his right, and managed to get it in between the goalkeeper's legs and make it 3-0. Which means, coming into a game against West Bromwich Albion, we were 7 points clear with 3 games to go. Thank you guys for watching, take care, and peace.